Hey everyone, welcome back to ACT Math Quick Hits, where you can make this one small change and watch these videos. It doesn't cost you any money, only costs you a little bit of time, and you're going to help improve your ACT score. So there's the rundown of the math section of the ACT, and let's get back into it for today. All right, today's problem, Desmos is going to help us a lot. However, we still need to set it up correctly. So it tells us that Bryce owns an apartment building. He charges $325 per month for each one bedroom, $410 per month for each two bedroom, and that tells us Bryce charged a total of $495 in rent for 13 apartments this month. How many one bedroom apartments did Bryce charge for this month? Okay, or rent, I would say. Kind of worded a little bit weird, but whatever. Let's grab our Desmos graphing calculator because, like I said, this is going to be very, very helpful for this one. It's going to make it really, really easy once we get everything set up. So what we're going to need is we need variables, right? We need an X and a Y. We're going to create a graph for this, and we're going to create this graph in standard form. So let me pull up the drawing tool here. What we'll do is we will call the one-bedroom apartments X. We'll call the two-bedroom apartments Y. And then we look at our totals, right? We have a total of 13 apartments, and he made a total of $4,905. So when we're doing standard form equations, the total usually tells us what's going to be on one side of the equation all by itself. And Desmos lets us graph it that way now, so it makes it that much easier. So let me get rid of this so we can start typing these things into Desmos over here. All right, so let's deal with the number of apartments, right? So we said X is the one bedroom apartment. Well, if I sum that or add that to Y, the two bedroom apartments, it has to give me that total we saw of 13, because that's how many he rented, was 13 apartments in total. So now we do the costs, right? So again, I don't know how many one bedroom apartments there are, but if he rented one of them, it would be $325. If he rented two of them, it would be $650. So the relationship there is that I just multiply the number of one bedroom apartments by $325. And then the exact same relationship with the two bedroom apartments. They cost $410. Again, I don't know how many I rented, but if I call it a Y variable, then that allows me to take that into account. All right, and then again, I know the total. I know the total amount of money that Bryce made this month, $4,905. So not too bad, especially if that's his side hustle. So we get this, right? And we have a 5, 8. And we go over to the answer choices. Oh, there's a 5. There's an 8, right? So like they're both there. Remember what they wanted. They wanted how many one-bedroom apartments, and we made one-bedroom apartments be our X variable. So if this ordered pair has an X value of 5, so there would be our correct answer. So, right, you see how Desmos helped tremendously with this problem, again, after we got the setup. So thanks for watching, everyone. I know this isn't the most exciting stuff out there. Videos aren't the most polished, but your future self is going to thank you for liking and subscribing, so you keep getting these quick hits and continue to improve on the math section of your ACT. Thanks, everyone.